say to Todd, what's the Chimera symbol?
This is a need-to-know basis. I will inform you later.
I need to know.
Tomorrow, you will both receive a briefing. We're all a little more rested, and we'll go from there.
Thank you.
Okay. So, do you guys go to bed? Like, what do you do next?
Is it nighttime?
Yeah, what time is it?
It's like middle of the night, like 2 o'clock.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay,
I asked
that makes sense.
Sleeping.
I asked
Midday nap.
I asked Trusty what he's doing in my room.
Saving your life.
How did you
Again.
know? How did you know?
I had a feeling. I had a hunch. And Trusty goes off to the Bellerophon bar.
Okay.
Is there like a little night bar like that?
A little cafe, yeah, you can drink. There's a little cafe bar.
Little cafe, so I get a cup of coffee, have a cigarette, and pour a little rum into my coffee, a little whiskey.
Okay.
Whiskey in my cup, yeah.
When he leaves, I close my door. I have something to eat. I try to go back to bed.
Okay.
Are there any computers available?
Yeah.
I would like to go to a computer.
Okay.
And I'm going to start researching some things. In the dead of night, the screen shining on Trusty's face as he taps away cigarette
what are you researching? What's
smoking.
your objective?
I'm going to research groups that have affiliations with the Chimera symbol.
Okay. You need to make an investigate check.
Okay. Natural 20.
Wow.
What is with this dice today?
Yes! And just so you know, this is crazy. We are actually rolling these.
Wow, guys.
So, I hit Google.
You're rolling them. I'm on the fence right now.
I hit Google, and it just, shows up as the first. Okay, sorry.
Let me describe how you find this.
Okay.
You were part of a secret organization. Not going to be able to Google the organizations.
Okay. So, am I, hacking into the mainframe, kind of?
Not basically. You're just going through the company archives.
Okay.
So you're going through the archives. You're not on the computer, just the big racks of filing cabinets.
Yeah.
And you find a reference.
Yep.
In the back stacks of a basically codename. Basically, sometime in the 60s and the 50s, your organization was since the 30s to the 70s, your organization was toe-to-toe with the Chimera Institute, and basically they're another secret organization that you're constantly battling. It's basically an arms race of supernatural entities as opposed to a nuclear arms race.
Yeah.
So it looks like your organization won out in the end. Eventually, the leader of the Chimera Institute, who is unnamed in the files, was executed ceremoniously before by a firing squad.
Does it say male or female?
Male.
Okay.
And that's the last. And then the organization crumbled after he died.
So this book that we found, Trusty's thinking aloud to himself, and he literally just says, this book that we found, they sent us back in time to this house. They sent us to this house to go back in time and retrieve the Chimera archives that are in this book. And he takes a drag from the cigarette.
Okay. What do you guys do next?
I go to bed.
Okay.
If that's all I found.
Cool. So, next morning, you're called, about 7 o'clock a.m., you're called into Todd Bunting's office with Bolt.
Okay.
We call Bolt from previous sessions. He's this teleporting, Rambo.
Yep.
Imagine Rambo if he could
Teleport.
That's really
Yeah.
it. He was the one who helped oversee the destruction of the werewolf village in the first season.
Oops.
With the Gatling gun.
Yeah. Bolt takes his job very seriously. So, you guys are calling the office, and Todd Bunting says, judging by the evidence from last night and our interrogation of the blood drinker, is that the Chimera Institute has begun again. It is reactivated.
What is the Chimera Institute?
It's a secret organization that has sworn itself to the destruction of the world.
And destruction of this company.
Well, yes, that comes with the destruction of the world.
We're encompassed in...
We've been constantly at war with them. They want to bring about a new world order, eliminating all life so they can make a new civilization from the ashes.
Who is their leader?
Who was their leader?
Yes.
That's classified information.
Who is their leader?
Who is their leader? We do not know. We just know that they're back on their feet. Now, Omega, you have sensitive information inside of your head. You may not be able to access it, but when you open that book in your last mission, you absorb the knowledge, and they are after that knowledge because that book contained the key to their objectives and how they can complete it. It's a prophecies of sorts.
I see.
Now, we need to put you under lock and key. Make sure no one can get to you.
I say lock and key doesn't seem to help when they can walk through walls.
We had 2 guards, just 2 guards, guarding him because we did not suspect that the Chimera Institute was back on its feet. How would you feel about returning home and having a whole monastery of guards protecting you?
Oh. Monastery.
The only people who
Mr.
know the
Bunting.
location of your monastery is us.
Mr. Bunting, with all due respect, I have to agree with Trusty. There were no windows, no other way into my room except through the door, and it was guarded. But the guards had no idea it was there.
Who knows about his monastery?
Key members of our organization. Myself, various lieutenants, intelligence gatherers.
I say to him, if we're going there, I need names.
You do not need names.
I would like names. Mr.
Bolt
Bunting.
will be going with you. He will help protect Omega, and you will be going with him as well.
So you're doing this to keep us safe?
I'm doing this to keep you very safe.
I would like to do an insight check.
An insight check to determine what?
On Todd Bunting, whether he's actually doing this to keep us safe or if he has, like, deeper motives.
Sure thing. Insight check.
23.
He's a blank wall.
Okay.
He's the head of a
Yeah.
secret organization.
I thought I would at least try.
It's okay. You're 4 numbers away. You rolled really low.
Yeah.
Good try.
Oh, man.
Omega, if you refuse to go, then we'll have to find out. You just can't refuse to go.
With all due respect,
Like,
would
they're
it not...
going to force him to.
We would force you to go.
With all due respect, Mr. Bunting, would it not be a better use of our talent to try and hunt down these people instead of hiding us away?
I would not send the people that they were hunting straight into the lion's den. We've got other top organization members who are hunting them as we speak.
But
I sent them out last night.
Isn't that the last thing they would expect?
It's so crazy.
Yeah, it might just work. Omega, Trusty Cole in this summer's blockbuster.
Last thing they'd expect.
Yeah, last thing they'd expect. God.
Give me a persuasion check.
God, I hope this fails.
I hope it works. Oh, that's a
Into the
total
lion's
of 2.
den with Rob Schneider.
Omega, I'm thinking of demoting you from squad leader if you make another retarded suggestion.
Trusty perks up like...
I don't say another word.
Yeah, Trusty perks up like he can hear a promotion coming.
I'm sending you to the mountains. You're leaving in 2 hours. Pack what you need.
I say...
Trusty?
Yeah.
Are you joining him?
Guess I don't have a choice.
Well, you do.
Oh.
You can choose to help protect your friend, or we can send you on missions
I glance at him.
to hunt down agents of the Chimera Institute. But both will be joining you because I do not trust you on your own.
I give a little smile and I go, I'm sure if I stick with Omega, I'll find a few Chimera agents snooping around.
Cool. So you guys board up.
How are we getting there?
Thank you, my friend.
They're flying you to the temple.
Coach or...
Well, first you're going to go on a jet there and take a helicopter.
First class to Mongolia.
Cool. So do you just fast forward to when you arrive at Mongolia?
It's a travel show. Yeah.
Okay. So you travel by jet to where you pick up a helicopter, and the helicopter takes you to a secret location in the mountains. There's a helicopter landing pad, like...
I recognize every peak of this mountainscape. I recognize every tree.
So we step off the helicopter and I go, well, I guess we're home.
Yes, I guess I am.
Okay, so
Carry on.
you guys disembark from the helicopter, and Bolt says, let's head on down to, I guess, your monastery.
Yes, let's.
So you guys navigate.
I would like to do a little insight on him to kind of get a read on him.
Okay.
Because I don't want to just ask him.
Okay.
I don't need a guide to where I'm going. I know exactly where I'm
23.
going. Make a deception check?
I make a deception on what? I'm not trying to deceive
Okay, then tell Chris what you're feeling.
Well, I just want to kind of get a read on him. Like, is he nervous? What are his emotions?
I don't want to say anything, but if he wants to try and read me, just what would a 23 get him?
I am an open book.
Well, you're sensing a lot of hesitation. You don't get a lot of good vibes from Scram said about this place.
Okay. Trusty puts a caring hand on his shoulder and says, "It's going to be all right."
So it's like imagining this team navigating this rugged mountain pass, some 1930s Private Eye, this stereotypical monk, and
Bolt and Rambo.
Okay, so you guys navigate this ravine. You have to move very slowly. The slightest slip could kill you.
Yeah, wire.
Be very careful.
If you weren't rushing, you would have to.
I say, why are we not teleporting to Bolt?
Well, look, gotta preserve the energy, man.
Fine. Shimmy along the edge.
Okay, so you arrive at the monastery.
Now, I will say, if we are greeted by the councilmen, it is appropriate to bow on one knee, out of respect.
I'm sure that would be appropriate.
Cool. So I'm going to describe the map to our audience.
It's a guy tossing pizzas.
Okay. So you guys approach the temple from the east, and you have to approach the temple from a very broad, wide set of stairs.
Okay.
The temple is inside of a massive courtyard.
Yeah.
All the doors face east to face the rising sun, and facing you as you approach walk up the stairs are these two large lion statues.
Lion statues.
Yeah. So pretty simple. Once we get inside, the details become. But that's it. You're approaching this massive courtyard. Once you level off the stairs, once you get off the stairs and in the courtyard itself.
I would, while we're walking up, I kind of walk over to one of the lion statues and run my hands along it, kind of just
do not touch.
Yeah, I'm just a little kid, reaching out. Hey!
Yeah, those are sacred symbols. So
And I bow to both of them, to both the statues as I approach.
I look at him oddly, and then I kind of walk around and just survey the statue.
Okay, it's just a lion statue.
Okay.
Make a perception. Make a insight check.
Alright. Ooh, that is 28.
28?
Yeah.
Sweet. You notice that if you really wanted to, you could twist the line that's on the south side of the courtyard wall.
Yeah.
If you could twist its ear a little bit if you really wanted to. Looks like there's a seam where it rotates.
Yeah.
Scram City already know this.
Oh, yes, of course I already know this.
I don't let that be known to Bolt.
Okay. So, you arrive at the temple, and outside the temple door, one of your masters from ages of old, Beta, waits for you.
Beta.
Okay.
On one knee. Follow suit, gentlemen. I bow on one knee.
Beta says, you do not need to kneel.
I laugh at him.
I stand up.
Smooth move, Omega.
So, he says, listen, it's an honor to have the captain of the guard, Omega, return to us after so long away. Now, we have a massive ceremony just dedicated to welcome our returning son.
I assure you no such ceremony is needed. I am quite tired at the moment.
You don't want to offend Alpha by refusing his carefully planned ceremony. I'm afraid it's sacrilegious for outsiders of the temple to witness the ceremony. So you may enter, Omega. Now, I will personally escort you because I understand that you are his guards, and I'll escort you to where you will be staying while you protect him.
Thanks, bud.
So, he takes you to a little side door that is basically if you walk around to the north side of the wall of the main temple building, there's a little side door that you guys enter through.
Okay.
So, Omega, you enter the temple. And what you see all the monks of the temple just kneeling on the ground to you because they do take the best of the best to go with the Bellerophon Institute. Mm-hmm. This temple has a long relationship with that institution. And so they're all kneeling towards you, and in the distance you see Alpha sitting on a little cushion, and he's just smiling with his arms raised, says, "Welcome to the returning son." meanwhile.
I say thank you, my brothers.
Sorry, just a compliment. I love that you made him the sun and he's returning from the east. That's fantastic.
And so Trusty and Bolt, you're escorted down a series of... Basically what happens, you enter that little doorway, and Beta pulls a lever, and it's like an elevator. It's like a little stone elevator, like clockwork. You hear clockwork whirring, and it takes you deep underground. It's like, these are the dormitories we're taking you to.
Bad time with elevators.
And
Trusty always takes
the little golden gate opens up, and there's a long, dark hallway of dormitories.
I would like to do a read on him. Is he like friendly? Am I getting a weird
Okay, make an insight check.
Right. That's 17.
So, yeah, you got a friendly read. He's taking you to his dormitory.
Alright, thank you, Alpha. Or Beta.
Beta, yeah.
Beta. Thank you, B.
And he says, right this way.
Are they all just like, is there kata and then data and then...
It's all based on like the ranks, so like your ranks within the...
Yeah, cool.
So as you walk down the middle of this aisles, Omega, I need you to make a perception check.
Oh boy. That is total of 30. 30.
There's a little bug flying in front of me.
I catch it with chopsticks.
Giving you the finger.
Okay. So, you notice a mysterious figure in the shadows behind Alpha.
Behind Alpha.
Yes.
I don't get to act on that?
It's all going to happen very quickly.
We're doing like cutscenes back and forth.
Cutscenes back. We're building to a moment here.
Yeah.
So, Trusty...
I look around this chamber that they brought us to.
Okay.
Is there anything odd about it? Any like... Yeah.
Make a perception check since you're not searching.
26.
26. Yeah, when you look inside the rooms, there's no beds. So,
I say, Bolt! And draw my gun to Beta's head.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
And Beta says, I don't know what you're implying here, sir.
Is the
And then Bolt says, like, yeah, these are rooms. It just opens up the door, and you see, like, a little bed, like, little, like room. Like, it's a nice, sweet little room for you guys. And Beta says, you're asking about the empty rooms. The attendance of our temple, our memberships have slowly dwindled over the years as we haven't found worthy enough initiates. I'm afraid a lot of the rooms in this temple are empty.
Trusty kind of like lowers his hand down and goes, sorry, it's just being underground. I need to go back up and get some air.
And so Beta reaches out and grabs your arm and says, you do not want to interrupt the ceremony.
I'm not going to interrupt the ceremony. Okay, yeah.
Scram said.
Okay, I see that and I yell, Alpha, behind you, and I draw my sword right away.
You draw your sword. After you say that, you hear a laugh, and you watch as Alpha just crumbles before you. Like, his head rolls off his shoulder.
No!
His body just, like, crumbles. Like, all the joints are just, like, all, like, it looks like it's basically like a puppet. And you see, like, these invisible psychic strings, like, extending to the shadows. And you hear...
Flashbang!
Easy, let him describe.
Yeah, then you hear, like, a large laugh, and you see Gamma step out. And
Gamma!
And on his belly, in a ritual scarification, he has a lion's head with goat horns and a snake's tongue.
You have betrayed the council!
And he says, betrayed the council? No! We've just made a few changes around here. And then, I guess, everyone roll initiative.
Oh my goodness. Chris is rolling initiative?
Yeah, everyone's...
Okay, so mine is 21 total.
17.
So, Scrams, 21. Chris,
17.
17.
God damn it, Todd.
Oh, Todd.
Who is Todd again?
Todd Bunting.
Oh, right. What's your agility, Chris?
My agility is 5.
Nice.
Wow. Okay.
You want to know what my agility is?
No.
No.
No one's rolled a tie with you yet.
Because it's better.
Ooh, yeah. Well, my master's not dead.
Just your wife.
Just my wife, my dead wife.
So you don't believe your dead wife. I'm my dead brother, my dead master.
Everyone's dead.
Yeah, we need to learn with death a bit, learn to deal with death a bit better.
Rolling a lot of initiative. Okay, so cut back into it. We're rolling in. So Gamma says, he just said, we've made some changes around here. Time to meet the new captain of the guard. And all of the monks stand up and they rush you.
What? Whoa.
Oh man, that really makes me wish you would have taken that minion feat.
Scram said, your turn.
Holy
You've
crap.
got 20 monks rushing you.
Okay, so hold on. How far into this room am I?
Okay, you probably walked in for about...
How big is this room?
Okay, it's probably about 100 square feet.
Okay. 50 by 50?
50 by 50. Just keep it simple. And
It's 10 by...
you're in the center of the room, so you're about 25 feet to the room. And monks.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Monks or monks.
Gamma, corpse, shadowy figure, monks.
Okay.
So all these monks are rushing you.
Yeah.
Go get him, Neo.
Oh my goodness. I want to... there's no point in move right now because it'll be the same distance of moving, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I want to do is first flashbang Gamma, then run for the door.
Okay. So, flashbang.
Do I have to roll attack for that? Or is it...
yeah, I'll just have you roll like a basic attack, like just to see if you hit the general area.
Okay.
Like
Also, it's a 30 foot. It's a 60-foot diameter, so it's pretty.
Yeah,
big.
you're gonna hit a lot of people in this room by just a hit.
Good.
Whether you hit yourself, that's the question.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so my total is 15.
Oh yeah, you hit.
Cool.
So I'm gonna have
I'm targeting their fortitude.
Okay.
Targeting Gamma's fortitude.
Sweet. So Gamma's like, oh, I'm blind. And let's roll for these two groups of monks
We're also caught in it.
who are caught in it.
Flash the room.
So it's DC
17.
DC 17. Thank you. And I'm gonna roll for instead of individual monks, I'm just gonna roll for groups of 5.
Yeah, fair
just to make things faster. Cool. So when they fail the first rank, they're vulnerable, right?
Yeah. Invulnerable is half defense.
Sweet. So one group of monks just didn't seem to be affected by the blast. Now another group is like, whoa, big flash of light in their eyes.
Yeah.
So Chris, your turn. Cool. So
all right, Chris.
You better just grab your arms so you don't interrupt the ceremony. You don't hear all this going on upstairs.
Yeah, I say I won't interrupt it. I just need to go outside for some air. I'll wait outside the temple.
And basically he says, listen, it's incredibly sacrilegious for you to interrupt the ceremony. Bolt is like, we don't want to offend our... we don't want to offend them.
He's exerting a bit of authority over me, isn't he?
Bolt, yeah, he's like, come on, just stay with us. We could wait 10 minutes while they do the ceremony.
I just want to be outside. He has a problem with being down here, but he also has a problem with people just telling him what to do. So he's just, I'm going to go outside. I'm going to go look at the frickin' mountains. You guys can stay down here. I'm not going to interrupt the ceremony.
Bolt draws his weapon.
Oh boy.
And he says, you're not going outside, traitor.
What?